So on Wednesday, February 25th, I went and picked up 15 new sheep. These girls are just shy of a year old, and they are a Cheviot cross, mostly Cheviot with a little bit of Suffolk or Hamp. And here I am going to open up the trailer to run them into the chute, get them worked, vaccinate them, tag them, and check FAMACHA scores and see if anybody needed wormed. I thought this was a great idea and that everything was going to go well, but when I opened up the trailer, I put my herding dog in the opening to the right there and figured they wouldn't go past her and they would follow me with the bucket of corn into the barn so I could shut the gate. Well, you'll see here that that does not go as planned. What you don't see is when I run around to help the dog stop them from going out into the field, I trip and fall on my face, and it takes me about 16 minutes with the dog to get them back in the barn. They totally did not respect the dog at all. They were in a field with a livestock guardian, and so I figured they just thought of dogs as a friend, because it did not matter what she did, they just walk right past her. After a few tense seconds, I realized the dog's not going to be able to get him, and I jumped the fence. Here's where we get back to the barn, and the sheep just will not come back in. You can kind of see me over there on the right side, dancing back and forth, trying to convince the sheep to come back past the trailer and into the barn. And we sit here for quite a while doing that. Finally, they decide they're going to come in the barn here, and I'm able to shut the gate behind them. But it still takes us quite a few minutes to get them into the working system. Raven really hadn't worked very hard over the last few months, so she was really tired and was moving slow. So we were not being very effective here. That did not go well. Go by. Down, away, go by. Go by. You can really see here how slow she's moving, and she's kind of ignoring some of my commands because she just doesn't want to work.
Down.
She's tired, and it was a warm day. And she kind of got discouraged because the sheep went next to the electric fence, and she will not go under the electric fence. So I had to get on her a couple of times there.
Down. Away. Down. Go up. Away. Right there. Down.
After about 5 minutes of this, we finally got them in. I am definitely not a professional dog handler, and Raven is not a completely finished dog, but we get the job done and we work pretty well together. She's getting really good at reading me and just knowing what I need her to do, because when you're in the middle of it, sometimes remember the commands just gets very difficult. I have leftover ear tags from last year, and these lambs were born in April of last year, so I don't know if this is reverse. It is. The year's 25, so you put the last two of the year, so you know what year they're born. They're not tagged, so I'm going to tag them with my leftover tags, and it looks like I'll have just enough. So starting at 71. They are not as wild as I thought they were going to be. I mean, they definitely don't give a heck about that my dog, and they don't respect me, but they weren't wild, and even though they got out when I took them out of the trailer, they were mostly manageable to get back in. So I'm going to write down the ear tag number here. 5. Tootsie, get out of there. 71. She was vaccinated. I'm going to check her FAMACHA, which I'll bring you over there when I do that, and then we'll throw in the scale and see if she needs weighed. When you're checking sheep, one of the first things you check, Tootsie, get out of here, please, is their FAMACHA score, which is this red color under their eyelids here, and that's pretty decent. I wouldn't put her at a 1, but she definitely doesn't need worms. She's in good body condition. Her eyes are clear. So I'm just going to go ahead and weigh her for my records. One of them has an injured leg. Looks like she probably got bit by a dog or something, so I'm gonna flush it out. Nobody needed worming. Golly, I was super tongue-tied there. Well, this does get a little bit gory. I am gonna pop this abscess, and it's not the prettiest thing. This abscess had already come to a head, so it was ready to pop open. I didn't have to lance it or anything. There was no bad smell, and she didn't have a fever, so I didn't give her any antibiotics. I just flushed out the wound with some iodine.